Hey semuanya, oke. Dalam video ini kalian akan belajar praktekin listening skills lagi. Aku pernah bikin video kayak gini sebelumnya. So, dalam video ini aku akan ngomong pakai bahasa Inggris. Kalian harus dengerin pakai bahasa Inggris dulu. Nanti kita akan upload subtitles yang resmi. Jangan pakai yang auto-generated. Itu kadang-kadang ada kesalahan karena itu automatic. Kita akan upload yang bahasa Inggris dan yang bahasa Indonesia. Aku akan ceritakan sesuatu dalam bahasa Inggris. Terus abis itu jangan pakai subtitles dulu. Ini 3 langkah, oke? Langkah kedua, kalian dengerin pakai bahasa Inggris subtitles bahasa Inggris. Terus kalau ada kata yang kalian nggak tangkap tanpa subtitles, dari situ kalian akan bisa tangkap, ya. Sebelum masuk ke langkah 3, aku mau kalian tulis di comments kesimpulan apa yang kalian tangkap dari yang aku ngomong. Setelah itu baru langkah 3 listening pakai subtitles bahasa Indonesia. So dari situ seharusnya kalian ngerti semuanya yang aku ngomong. So baru kalian bisa cek yang ditulis di kesimpulan itu di comments yang kamu bikinnya. Tulis, oh aku benar atau aduh aku salah. Dari situ kalian bisa lihat tingkat listening kamu sampai gimana. Udah bagus atau masih harus diperbaiki? Oke, so kalau kalian udah paham, aku akan mulai ceritain. Ready? Bahasa Inggris. 3, 2, 1. Jangan takut, okay? So guys, I'm going to tell you about my experience in high school. Because as far as I know, schooling in Indonesia is very different than schooling in other parts of the world. Actually, even from the US to UK, schooling is very different. So even from Florida, which is where I went to high school, it's different than other states in the US, California, New York, whatever. So my experience could maybe be something interesting for you all to hear about. So high school, first of all, in Florida where I went, we do 4 years. Actually, I think it's in all of the US. We do 4 years. So 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. You can also say freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year. Okay? Before that, where I come from, I went to middle school, which is 3 years. Okay? 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Yeah? Some places in the US call it junior high. I think there's maybe another word for it too. Anyway, we called it middle school. So back to high school. In high school, when you go to your classes, you're the one who switches, right? The teacher stays in the room, each room that they teach their class from. They don't move. The students are the ones who move, okay? You have homeroom. So there's homeroom, which I think that's what you guys would call where you always are. But your homeroom class, you go there in the beginning of the day. But then I guess your homeroom, do you switch? Gosh, I don't remember. From there, then your first class starts. But I think the reason you don't switch is because the teacher, like let's say geography class, they already have the map in the room. They already have the books. So if the student forgets to bring the book, you can grab one of the replacement books if they have any. Sometimes they don't have it. But everything necessary is already there. You know, so like the math class, a big one, chemistry class. So when you go to the chemistry class, the desk is more like a laboratory? No. Like you have science equipment there, right? Depends on what you're studying. I think I dissected a frog would that be anatomy class? I don't remember. Actually, I think I did that in middle school, not high school. Anyway, dissecting, do you know? Well, you're supposed to not know because you're going to have to look in the subtitles later. Anyway, either you know or you don't know. So each classroom has the materials necessary for that class there, right? So I think, how many periods in a day? Like 6, I think? I forgot. But we usually start around 7:30 a.m. We finish around 2:30, I think, or 3. If you have extracurricular activities, you stay in school, obviously. Did I ever have any? I was on the wrestling team for 2 years. So that was when? I think it was sophomore year and junior year. I was on the wrestling team. I wasn't very good. I was really, because I'm very flexible, or I was when I was a kid. I guess I don't know if I am anymore, but because I was always very skinny and lanky, yeah. So I was very good at arching. So I was very good at never getting pinned, and that was what I was so proud about. Like I would lose, but based on points. The other kid couldn't pin me. I did get pinned. I lost by pinning like a couple times, maybe twice. One time, the dude did a neck snap so hard that I had like I think my nerve was can I say injured? I don't know, because I don't think it's permanent. Like I got a problem in my nerve, and like I couldn't turn my head, and I just threw that match, because when he went to pin me, I was like, this is the most, not the most pain I've ever been in, but some of the worst pain I've ever been in. So I just threw the match and I let him win. He was really good anyway. I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I could have beat him. No, not at all. Another time, there was this one kid who was really good. I think he was like 1 or 2 grades above me, you know, so he's smarter, higher, you know, higher level, probably fitter. I think he was very skilled. But I didn't let him pin me. I didn't want him to pin me. I had that pride. I won't get pinned. But yeah, so he beat me based on points, but he whooped me. Like he was really good. I think he was at Mariner High School. I forgot. Anyway, because I remember his uniform was black, and I know Mariner was black. But anyway, each school has their own mascot too. So we were the Red Knights, right? They were Mariner. Oh, I forgot their mascot. Something. I mean, I remember the colors were black, so our colors were red, our school colors. But anyway, I guess I also want to talk a little bit about my when I was bad, and what kind of a bad student I was. I had my little bit of can we say naughty activities? I don't know. Naughty in English sounds very different than in Indonesia, but anyway, me and my friend Nathan Randall. Maybe I'll make him watch this video. I'll send it to him. Nathan and I used to skip class. We did that often. In Florida, we say skip class. I think in New York they say cut class, and in other parts in the U.S. they say something else. There's another word, but skip is like you don't go to class, or you don't go to the whole day of school, right? And there's no permission for that. What we used to do. So across the street, I don't know if it's there anymore. I think it's gone. There was a pizza place right across the street from my high school. And we used to go there and eat pizza for lunch, but we would kind of take longer and be late to the next class, which I think was geometry. And we had a crush on that teacher. So I don't know why we came late to her class. That's so rude. We liked her. So if we didn't go get pizza, I think it was called Big League Pizza was the name of the pizza place. If we didn't go there, we would go to Arby's. Arby's is a restaurant. They make roast beef sandwiches, and they have this special Arby sauce, they call it. And I don't know why me and Nathan just loved that sauce, Arby sauce. I don't know, it was weird. I look back now, I was like, it's kind of like a mix between barbecue sauce and ketchup. Maybe that's all it is. I don't know. But I don't know. We would always talk about cutting class. See, I messed up. Skipping class. We would talk about skipping class and going to Arby's for the Arby sauce. Ooh, it wasn't even that good. I don't know. But I really miss the pizza at Big League Pizza. I don't think it's there anymore. I think my brother told me it's not. The pizza place isn't there anymore. Anyway, so that was my kind of skipping class. To be honest, I think I finished high school with a decent GPA. But there was one class I had to repeat during the summer. I went to summer school for Algebra 2. I wasn't the best student because, like, I think the way I learn doesn't completely match with the system of school, you know? Have you ever seen that meme about, like, there's someone testing the animals and how to determine which is the best animal is how fast they can climb a tree? And then it's between a fish inside of a fish tank, a monkey, and like these 2 other animals. So like obviously the monkey's going to do the best job. Kind of like that is what I'm referring to. I think for me, schooling the way that it exists where I went to school, it was okay. I mean, I didn't encourage myself enough, I think, because it wasn't fun. It wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was retaining the knowledge. I felt like you learn material just so you can remember it for the test, right? And then that's it. after that, they kind of don't have any way of determining whether you retain that knowledge, which I think is more important. But anyway, I think I ended up with my GPA was decent. Was it a 3.5? I think so. I don't know. I had to fight for that GPA because there were some semesters or quarters where I would kind of go a little lazy, but then I had to bounce back hard, you know. Yeah, so I guess that's my nostalgia of high school, my high school days. Anyway, I guess it's probably different from Indonesia. So if you want, you can write in the comments about how you see the differences between your experience and mine. Thank you for listening. Oke, jadi itu udah aku selesai ceritain tentang pengalaman aku SMA di Florida. Terima kasih. Good luck. You can do it. Semangat. Semoga video ini bermanfaat. Kalau ada pertanyaan lagi tentang materi yang ada dalam video ini atau materi lain, silakan tanya di comments. Jangan lupa subscribe, jangan lupa share video ini sama teman-teman kamu. Dan jangan lupa like and turn on post notification biar selalu tahu kalau ada video baru dari aku. See you next time.